Welcome to Poppy's TV. What a game to be involved in at 10 men and cruising, really. It must have been a shock to see Paul go off, and what a fight you, the players, put up on the game.
Yeah, well, it was a great game. With Paul getting sent off early, gave us a mountain to climb, but the guys, we had character in there today, and I think that shone in the end.
It did, and you had a particularly difficult time, being one player down, the defender, and with Brett in goal. Of course, it can't be easy with somebody different in those sticks and having to probably make different decisions that you would normally make.
Yeah, of course not. We knew as a whole team we'd like to protect Brett a lot more than we normally would, as he's not a goalkeeper. But I think we've done that, to be fair. I don't think he had too much to do with what he did have to do. I think he done really well, to be honest. So yeah, I think the lads put a great shift in, and I think the fans can see how hard we're working, and we'll continue to do that.
We are. This time last year we probably would have gone on and lost that game, but you can see with the commitment that the players are putting in, not only this game but other games in the past this season. Is you think a title chance this season?
Definitely. You can see we've only lost one game. We was disappointed with the performance then, and I think from then we've bounced back. Maybe not performances every game, but we'll take, if we play bad and we win, we'll take that at this stage of the season. What
do you think was the turning point in the game for you? What was the little moment that you thought,
To be honest with you, it's just one of them where we keep going. We're going at half time 1-0 up.
What did Marcus say to you at half time with 1-1 and down to 10 men? What was your overriding that you can announce on here without too many expletives?
Well, we knew when they equalised early on in the second half. Us as a team on the pitch, we said to each other we can still win this, and as you can see, we dug deep. We kept pressurising them, and then we got the second goal from Matty Stevens coming off the bench, and then we was able to go on and push on when they was trying to get an equaliser, and we got the third. Let's
show you a couple of incidents. Let's show you first of all the sending off of Paul White. What's your view on this? Because you are at the back there with him. There's the incident, and there he goes like he's been hit with a sledgehammer. But the referee's in a good position on that, isn't he? There we are again.
Oh yes. I think Paul knows he's...
Because just before that incident, Durrell, yeah, there was the referee went over to separate Paul and I think who was it? It was Asobo prior to the corner being taken. So he went over there and had a word with him. Do you know? Can you remember what was being said at all?
To be honest, I don't know what the incident was before. To be honest, I didn't see that incident in real life either. It's the first I've seen it. It's just one of them ones. His keeper's trying to get him probably off him. Paul knows he's made a mistake there, and luckily for him, it's not cost the team today.
Let's look at Matty Stevens' goal that put us 2-1 ahead. I know he's out there also, so he wants to see his goal. He'll see it again, but this was the one that put us ahead. And 10 men, it's difficult, isn't it, to win so convincingly in the end as this?
Yeah, of course. It's a great ball from Ben Milnes to start the move in behind for Azar. I think Azar's done really well. He has got at his man, committed him, got into the box. And Matty Stevens is arriving for a simple tapping, really. So it's great play all round.
Yeah, I have seen the bench go berserk like that before, but that was incredible. So it does show the bond that the players and the managerial staff and coaching staff have this season. And also those fans packed behind that goal, they went berserk, didn't they?
Yeah, it was a great feeling, I think, for everybody. I think I've seen the whole bench racing halfway down the pitch, to be honest with you, and the fans were going mental, and that's what we want to have here every week. So hopefully we can keep pushing and keep giving the fans the atmosphere.
And then finally we had Aaron's goal that wrapped it up, and as we say, game, set and match to the Poppies. There it is, and must have been a nice feeling when that one went in.
Yeah, it was. I think Rennie Howe's done really well for the goal there. He was meant to be playing centre back. Yeah. He went on a little wonder, as Rennie does, but on that occasion it's paid for us.
Well, quite a new boy to the Poppies. Are you pleased you're here? It's going well so far, isn't it?
Yeah, I am. I'm great that Rammers and the gaffer got me in as early as they did. I've had a frustrated couple of years with injury, so I'm just glad to be back playing again and part of a winning team.
Okay, Durrell, I know that you're desperate for a shower after being out there and that, and I'm sure you want some food and a cup of tea maybe, or something a little stronger, but great performance, great win. We're back here on Tuesday against Banbury. Let's hope we can continue and take it from there. Thank you, Durrell.
Cheers, thank you.
Marvellous. So that is Durrell Berry, part of the winning team. I'm not sure who's coming back in now. We've got, let's have a look. No, Durrell's still going. I've not got Ed back. He's playing with something I can't mention. Oh, it's his phone. It is in fact the goal scorer who I did forecast would actually score today. So I am actually not too bad. How are you?
Great, thank you. Good.
Yeah, I did say that when you came on, watch this lad. He will probably score with a shining light. And
thank you very much.
Thank goodness you kept that to going, and a great goal it was. And what a performance from the lads.
Oh, top performance. I mean, so hard to go down to 10 men. I think our quality showed on the pitch anyway. I think we made it hard for ourselves really, but at the end of the day everyone dug in deep and we got the result that we wanted. So it was big.
Yeah, we look at those first half chances. We've shown the viewers the first half chances that weren't taken, and we just say, is this going to come back and bite us in the end? And when Paul was sent off and they got back with that fluky goal, you thought, well, here we go. But as I said, I did say when you came on, I said this is the boy to watch, and you didn't disappoint. Let's see your goal. You've probably seen it once in there already, but let's put on Matt's goal, please, Ryan.
Great ball to get the move going from Ben, and as I thought he was terrific today, really showed his qualities. Great ball,
tap in there,
just in the right area.
Right, that's great. That's your that's your third, is it? Third goal. So look and see how many you've got here. Yeah, your third goal so far, and last ones were at Kings Langley, I think. And well, you did score the other night.
I scored the other night. Yeah, this is definitely, I think, my best one, like enjoyment wise. I just think I got to say it again. I thought Azza was unbelievable from start to finish. His work rate's ridiculous, and he was unlucky not to get a couple more. To be fair, with
you've certainly been a part of this team since you've been here with your attitude and the way that you've performed the games that we've seen. I just remember seeing you at Spalding that first game when you were there at the pre-season, and you've certainly come on and seemed to really enjoy it. I know the fans were delighted when you extended your loan period until January, and it's going well for you.
No, I just want to say a big thank you to the chairman, to the manager, and all the fans and everyone involved with the club. It's just been such a great experience since I've been here so far, and hopefully I can give many more moments like today and a lot more goals. But no,
as an ex-boxer or boxer, what was your view on the punch?
Well, I think he's gone down a bit lightly. I don't think.
I mean, if he'd have clobbered him, it might have gone down a bit.
Well, I don't know what he would have done if someone would have really hit him, but. No,
as Ed Palmer said, he did seem to over-simulate going down, didn't he? And
definitely, 1,000,000%.
He only went like that, didn't he?
Yeah, but it's the way of the game now. If you watch the Premiership, and as soon as they get touched, they go down like they've been shot. So you just got to be careful with things that are a bit silly, really. Either way you look at it, I know it's a bit soft, but listen, Whitey's a great goalkeeper, and I think he realises what he's done wrong, and he'll be back anyway.
Nice to see him on Wednesday anyway, so I shall rib him a bit about that. I'm sure you all will anyway, and then a little fine for him, I suppose, with Marcus's finalists. That'll be nice, Paul. So there's a delight for your Christmas night. Well, great to see you again, Matt. Let's hope you get some more goals like that. Brilliant performance from you and the lads, and we'll see who else we can bring on. I think we've got Jim Freeman out there, and who's part of the coaching staff. And see you, Matt.
Thank you very much.
That's Matt Stevens, who scored the second goal, and a great goal that was, keeping up his record. We have. We've got Jim Freeman coming in for his solo debut.
No.
Oh, we've got the manager in here as well, have we? Oh, we're all in, are we? So,
Marcus, you can sit down. You're older than me.
You stand there.
You're older. And it looks like I'm sitting down.
Well, you've seen the incidents, you've probably seen the goals in there. If not, we can show them all anyway, which we will do. But what a fantastic performance, a tremendous performance by the 10 men of Kettering. And really, before then, we all said we should have been further ahead, but a great game of football.
We were just chatting just before we walked in here. The equivalent Saturday last year was Dunstable. Similar scenario, 1-0 up, silly behaviour, cost us a sending off, and just look at the difference. 4-1 at Dunstable. Here with Dunstable, and today 3-1. Absolute credit to everyone involved. The staff on the button with everyone, from motivation and getting people prepared. The playing staff having to adapt and change the circumstance in the game plan, and we're moving Rene to centre half, who became the third assist, which is.
And the fans became the 11th player, didn't they?
Yeah, they were brilliant today. And we've said from day one in pre-season, if we work hard enough, they'll buy into us. And we didn't work hard enough last year. And I've mentioned it numerous times. The pre-season, Rammers, Mitch, and Craig and Jim put the lads through. Was very rigorous, and it's days like today you see the rewards for it. Because there's a lot of games we've fitness-wise we've come through, 10 players, and the work the likes of Aaron, Lyndon and Reese and Matty when he came on was exceptional.
Let's have a look at some of the incidents. We had started off really well in the first half with some multiple shots. How it didn't go in, I don't know, but here we are. Goalkeeper spills it and hits the post from a Meikle shot. Then over there with offside, but that was the first sort of chances that we had. Succession of chances. Then we had the first goal that came.
I mean that's come from an excellent save from Az's touch and volley, and then it was the second corner from that sort of phase, and it's just nice that we look so attacking and threatening on every ball that we're putting in there, and it rocks teams. And I think the difference this year is we kind of had that last season, but when it's not going in, we're not getting frustrated, we're not doing the work at the other side.
You mentioned the shot from Aaron O'Connor. We have got that. It's a beautiful turn, and what a volley, and a great save from the goalkeeper, to be honest. We all thought this is in. Loops up now, doesn't it? This touch here is magnificent.
Yeah, that's a football league and top end of conference, standard, and then that's what you've got with Aaron. And we've mentioned we've had him all pre-season, which we didn't have last year, and I think the likes of Jim and Mitch, they just buy into him more and more. They're in and around him. You hear a lot of quality, and you're trying to get the differences from the levels in which they're looking at players and want to give lads lots of opportunity. But then when you see the work ethic and then the quality at times, it makes you realise what you've actually got in there.
Well, the most controversial moment of the game, let's say, is that sending off of Paul White. We've seen it a few times. You guys haven't seen it yet. We've looked at it, and we think it. Well, I'll let you see what you think first of all before there he goes down. Referees incomplete. Let's see if we can highlight that even more.
Stupidity, innit?
Can you make that larger, Ryan, so we can just get a larger?
Look at the ref's view as well. It's
The
so clear, isn't it? Yeah.
We never even questioned it.
No.
I mean,
His reaction gave away his guilt, didn't it? He did
I mean, is he holding his face there, lad? That's a bit of a.
Yeah.
That's a bit. I've
I've
been told that's what you're supposed to do, but is it?
You mentioned to me, didn't you, earlier about was he standing on the goalkeeper's toes, and he wasn't.
No, he wasn't. Look, Paul's been in the game long enough. They're going to put people on him. They're going to kick him. They're going to do the things. He's just got to manage it, and he hasn't managed it. He's apologised. He's done the things that he's supposed to do. But we'll talk to him as a club.
Is that a little fine? Is it in the haircut fines?
Well, not so much the haircut fines, but there will be. I'm sure the players will do what they do, but the club certainly won't be condoning it.
Because there's been a little incident just beforehand, hasn't there?
Previous set piece.
The previous set piece, there was a tussle. The referee went over to what's his name, Victor Boso, and paused for a quick chat before that was taken.
Yeah, so
it was going on
looking
beforehand.
for it.
Yeah,
so if anything, maybe not so much the official today, but normally the goalkeeper always gets the benefits. So if something was going on, all he had to do was just get his arms up, defend it right, and any pushing and shoving would get the foul.
Was he a southpaw or was he as a block shot? Or?
No, he was orthodox. And to be fair, it wasn't the best shot he's probably thrown. It was pretty weak kind of shot.
He went down like in the first wedge, I said before.
Jim took them all cage fighting, didn't he, in the summer? So maybe
it must have
and
been.
actually, I think we got video footage of Mitch getting bounced around by Whitey. So maybe he just got a bit.
That must be interesting. Can we have that one so we can put it on here?
Mitch won't allow us.
No, yeah. I have got that sparring session. It's good viewing.
Marvellous.
Well,
might slip
the way Jim stitches Mitch up. Yeah, there's a good chance you'll get it in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well, we were sent off and down to 10 men, but we didn't stop there, did we? And in fact, really, we had the open goal that should have probably put us 2-1 ahead. There was a good clearance off the line, but goalkeeper making a few mistakes.
Talking to Aaron, he didn't realise anyone was back. Because his head is down, he's just gone to roll it in, and everyone's saying, "Why didn't he go down? Why didn't he go down?" But I think in Az's head, it's an open goal, and he thinks he's scored, and then all of a sudden the lads appeared, and
that was the one, wasn't it?
Yeah, he quite could have got a penalty there, but I think the choice is he thinks he's going to score, and
Then we had the overhead kick right at the end of the game, the first half, where it looked like there could have been a penalty shout as well on Aaron. And
I remember that one.
Oh yeah, that is a foul all day.
Oh yes, yeah.
It's a foul.
So here we go. There's the overhead kick.
It's a foul, and the lad committing the foul is the one who's just cleared it off the line.
One more time.
If he's not climbing all over him, then he's going to clean a purchase on the ball. He might not even have done what he's done. Trying to, he might have brought it down to a certain degree. But
so half time, Marcus and Jim, you're in there with Mitch, etc. And what are you saying to lads down to 10 men? And it's 1-0, and what are we going 3 ahead?
go on.
I was just going to say blind panic. No. It's just about working hard, and one thing that Marcus has said all season is togetherness. So just having that togetherness, get our shape, back in shape, work for each other, which I think every one of them can look themselves and be proud of that. I don't think one of them, they all put a massive shift in.
Good display from Sunday, wasn't it, on his first real start?
I can't. I've got to give every player who's been in and out the side absolute credit, because the attitude of taking the disappointment and not playing, disappointment and not coming on, doing the work that they do after the game, and then when they get their opportunity, they put in a good shift. You know, as did Gary and the boys on Tuesday, and Gary last Saturday, and then having the disappointment that we've probably gone for the team that we feel will make the bigger difference. And it's easier sitting here and as a supporter saying that they've just got to do a job, it's what they're supposed to do, and we're looking at blue screens now. Yeah,
that's an interesting one. I don't remember seeing that,
but it is very, very disappointing. In their mind, and the fact that they bounce back and put in a shift, like what Matty Stevens has done every time he's come on. He's a boy who wants to be playing, and it's difficult when you've got Azza in that kind of form and what Rennie gives us. But then
it's a nice situation to be in, though, isn't it?
It is a staff, but it's very difficult for the player, and the way he's dealing with it is absolutely tremendous. Because when he comes on, I think he's scoring goals and making a big difference. And Ben Baker's done the same when he's come on, affected the game. Gary and Liam coming on and Reece doing the same, being in and out the side.
I think young Ben at left back as well did well today.
He turned down a loan opportunity, which is fantastic for us, because we've obviously the injury to James, and he's come in and he's just he's been
almost scored, didn't he? That beautiful shot, great save from the keeper. I mean, I said to him, I think on Tuesday he should have, probably might get another one of those games.
He's got that in the locker, to be fair. Yeah. He has a little run and a mazy. He's very similar to James for that, to be fair.
Well, let's look at their goal then. We had a few doubts about it. Was it a rolling ball, or was it the referee blowing his whistle? I'm not sure, but it went on and caught Brett out, I think, on that one.
From us as well, and the players have all said everything the ref gave instructions for was on the whistle, and there was no whistle on this one. So that's what I think we was most disappointed about, is if you're going to say on the whistle for every other set piece, then it's on the whistle, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, if that's taken exactly from where the foul was and he hasn't done the whistle, then I probably wouldn't be. He's got to be
it was inside their half at start, wasn't
exactly. So the fact that for 100% of the game up to that point it's been on the whistle, he hasn't, and then he's allowed it 5 yards in front, which is obviously an advantage, because look how far he's looking to strike the ball. He hasn't managed that. He hasn't managed that correctly at all, and it's annoying, because that another day that could really have hurt us. Yes, we've bounced back, and that's brilliant, but that's very poor from the ref, because it's from the wrong place and it's not on the whistle.
I want to have a word with Brett later. He said he was only 10 yards off his line. So I'm definitely putting him up on that.
There's the evidence there. Yeah. Well, it didn't take too long. You brought on Matty Stevens, and we did forecast that he would score. I forecast that he'd score, so I think I just a little bit there. But let's see that one. It was Matty Stevens coming on, and some good work by all the team here, and the fans went berserk, and I know you lot did on the bench. We could see you down there going absolutely ballistic.
We switched Ben. We brought Gary on to just sort of drive on a box to box, and we made the decision of bringing Ben as the holding, because we thought his distribution might be slightly better than Menashe's, and I think there was a key moment into that decision, because we clipped it in behind. Az's great work, and the work that Matty's done to make sure he gets across that front man, to make sure he gets in, tremendous from all of them.
And then, of course, the icing on the cake, just in was it the 87th minute that we knew that we'd got the 3 points, and I'm sure you did too, is when Azza got his second goal, and it was a game, set and match, as we say on commentary.
And the place went wild.
Yeah.
No, fantastic. We're blessed. You know, we've got some real good players in that team and the squad, and it's moments like that you realise the quality we've got, and you come through a situation, and we've just got a power. You know, we've got a power on. We can't let that work go to waste. You know, from a very difficult situation, we've gained the 3 points. We've got to bounce now into Tuesday.
Tuesday, Paul White. Does it come straight away? Or?
No, it's a week. So it's the FA Cup fixture. We're already onto it. The reserve keeper, ironically, his international clearance had only just come through,
is it? Yeah.
and his league forms hadn't cleared in time for today, which circumstantial. We've overcome it, got away with it. Some people might say. So yeah, we'll assess Justin. Is he quite ready to take 3 games? First being FA Cup, and then
Merthyr.
And
So no, Bedford, isn't it?
Bedford. So 3 big games that we all want to do very well in. So we'll assess it. We'll have a look. Paul. Paul's let himself down slightly, but we'll get around it.
Okay, Marcus, Jim, thank you very much for your time. A great performance from the lads. Everyone here really enjoyed it, obviously because we won, but fantastic. And
do you think Jim's had a haircut?
It does look a little bit.
No. It's age. Look how thin it is on top. Look, see, there you go. No haircut there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, and you got the video evidence from last week. You got the photo. It was
Hang on a minute.
Clear as day on that photo.
There was some people hiding behind people,
and some people not there.
Well, yes.
Yeah, that's even worse.
Yeah.
At least I was there. If the photographer doesn't catch me,
There
what can I
was
say?
no missing your hair, there was there, Cookie?
There's not, and the divorce could be on the line here if I don't get mine chopped at some point.
Get it over the line, just get the goatee in there, and she'll definitely divorce you then. If she's like and ahhing.
There's nothing wrong with the Wurzel gummy. Just this season.
I'll let you know on that one.
We need to look at Neil Griffin, because that don't seem to be growing that hair. There's some trimming going on.
How's Gary Graham doing with his?
Well, I think
he's still trying to grow it.
He is actually trying to grow it, in fairness to him. So, no, good stuff. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Brilliant. And best of luck on Tuesday. We'll see you on Tuesday.